morning, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, present here and present there.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I welcome you all to the meeting number 568 of our Invictus Toastmasters Club. But before I begin, I would like to take a moment to appreciate our VP Education Toastmaster Risal, our President Toastmaster Sangeeta, our former President Toastmaster Shabda. They gracefully represented our Invictus Toastmaster Club at the area level contest. So now, as your Sergeant at Arms, once again, I welcome you all to the meeting number 568 of our Invictus Toastmasters Club. And I will guide you through now core values and mission of Toastmaster. The mission of Toastmaster is to provide a positive and supportive learning environment to its members to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And four shining core values are integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And now, to ensure our meeting runs smoothly and respectfully, there are a few housekeeping rules that we all must follow. As Toastmasters, we avoid discussing topics like sex, politics, and religion. Please refrain from speaking when someone is here delivering their speech or explaining any role. Please keep your mobile phones on silent to avoid any unnecessary distraction. Yes. Online friends, please add DM TM guest before your name and your role next to it. And please mute your mic if you are not speaking. And please keep your cameras on while you are speaking. And friends, if you have any technical problem, please feel free to contact our tech master or host of the meeting. And please clap wholeheartedly after every performance, because appreciation is Toastmasters culture and we have to follow this tradition. And now it is time to welcome our presiding officer. Our presiding officer, by profession, she is a medical content manager. And by passion, she is not only an avid reader, but also a dedicated research scholar. She is pursuing her third master's and second doctorate, and a proud Triple Crown Award recipient. So please welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Dr. Sangeeta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shireen. And I welcome all of you to 568th meeting of Invictus Toastmasters. First, I really want to thank all of you for last week, because there is not a single person who skipped their gratitude for us. And we really, really are thankful. And I also got a lot of text. How did you do it? What was your speech? Definitely, we didn't get our speeches yet. But trust me, when you are on stage, you do forget. But what would you do next? You're not supposed to show that you are fearful or you're scared. Just improvise. As simple as that. Think everyone is a friend and you're just giving a talk. Another thing that I would like to say is our club was the only club who got most awards. So let's applause. And I would want to thank all of you, not because I won a competition or a contest, because let me take you a little behind the scene what happened when I was in college. And I was told by my HOD that right now you are coming first. That's not a problem. The thing is, our ethnicity is better than yours. And I felt so hurtful that I used to participate in all the competitions and my sole aim was to win. But I thank all of you. You have changed me for good. You have made me more humble. And this time when I was in the contest, I was so scared. And I think so I have texted each one of you personally, Toastmaster Deepak, Toastmaster, and all everyone. Like, I was so scared. And I have asked what to do, how to do. I am so scared. And thank you all of you, because really it helped me, because when I went to this stage, my sole agenda was not to win, it was to represent Invictus. And thank you for changing me for good. Someone is on the door. Please, can you come in?
Yeah, okay. That's all.
And I would also want to ask Toastmaster Shraddha to come here and say, just in 30 or 1 minute, how did she feel? How did she perform? Because one thing is for sure, I think so. We want to have more of table topic contests and all of these so that, we all are more better in impromptu speeches. So let's call Toastmaster Shraddha and ask what worked for her.
I wasn't ready for this impromptu. Last week I participated in table topic competition, as you all know, and there I was scared initially before going to the stage. But when I went to this, like before immediately going to the stage, I was not thinking anything. I was just in my back of my mind. I was like, if I do a lot of overthinking, it's going to just decrease my confidence. So I knew how to like structure my content over there. I had that in mind, and I was just believing in that. And all the learnings that I'd gotten from Toastmasters, I was believing in that, and that's how it went, and that's how I was able to imbibe and implement all the learnings and maybe secure some position in the competition so that I can go to the next level. So all thanks to Invictus Toastmasters.
And first of all, I also want to thank Toastmaster Shraddha because every 5 seconds I was just touching her and showing how my hands are, the temperature of my hands, which was like very cold to very hot to some random temperature. Thank you. And now I can see a few guests here. Could you come here one by one and state your name? How did you get to know about us? And what are your expectations from here today? Could you start? Yes.
My name is Ashok Kumar. I'm an engineer. I'm working right now inside the passing law. And I wanted to improve my communication skill, and sometimes I have to represent the people. So stage sharing and to represent the people, I need some confidence regarding that. I was searching on ChatGPT and then got the contact number of here. I mean, there was some other person's contact number I got. I contacted him, and they said that I was doing test master 2 years back. So he gave me another number, and then I contacted, and then I came. So I'm hoping that here I will learn much more things because the setup is like that. And thank you.
Thank you, Ashok. Yep, please would you come?
Hey everyone, my name is Shanti and I'm currently a 12th class student and I'm preparing for NEET. And I got to know about Toastmasters from ChatGPT only as I constantly gave interview for school representative. For that, I needed help for my speaking skills. So I got to know about this Toastmasters from my father only.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mohan Singh. I know Deepak. Toastmaster Deepak is online, so he knows me. We have been a part of Toastmasters Club in past, I think, few years back. By the way, once a Toastmasters, she's already a Toastmasters. I'm already a Toastmaster. A part of this journey from last, I think, 8 to 9 years. But yeah, I took a break for around 1.5 years. So I just was discussing something with Toastmaster Deepak, and I got to know here the meetings are going on. That's the reason I came here. One more thing regarding Invictus, it's in my blood because when this club was struggling, there were only 3 to 40 club members. I used to be the part of this club. Thank you, sir.
And everyone who got to know about Invictus through ChatGPT, let's thank Toastmaster Deepak, who is our VPPR. He consistently puts reels and a lot of learnings on our social media page, and that is why we are being so visible. Thank you, Toastmasters. Please continue.
My name is Manali Joshi and I am 37 years old. Okay. I am very fearful of speaking in front of people. Somehow my heart starts beating fast, my right leg starts shaking. I'm not at all very comfortable when it comes to speaking in front of all the people. A few seconds or minutes before, when she said that everyone has to introduce themselves here, my heart was beating like I could literally hear that. Okay. So I am here to improve. I want to work on myself. I want to improve myself. I want to be perfect in public speaking. And when it comes to Toastmaster, it's a very renowned name. When I started searching in Google, I was searching for which institute is best and reviews and the rating that people have given me. So it got me here. Thank you.
Again, thanks to Toastmaster Deepa. Yes, I can see the timer card. We have another two guests. Could you come and introduce yourself?
Good morning to all about this here. Myself, Hassan Mufais. I'm studying masters in IIT Delhi. I randomly searched in Google Maps to find out any Toastmasters club available nearby. So, like by means of that, I know this club. So I took my cycle and came here. I was from I already went to Toastmasters club in Bangalore when I was in Bangalore. It was about like 2 3 weeks only. So after that, due to some other reason, I was not able to continue that. So now I'm there. Thank you.
And I can see a guest online as well, guest Soumya. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, thanks, Toastmaster. I used to be a Toastmaster a couple of years back in Hyderabad, and I was part of the Delhi Toastmasters Club earlier as well. And just looking to join back the community and looking forward to the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Soumya. Do you have any other guests?
Yep, we have Monica.
Okay. Guest Monica, could you introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Monica, 24 years old. I am a software engineer, and a year back I started going on to Toastmasters Club, and I could not continue it because of my remote job structure. I keep on traveling. I came across this club because it's hybrid. So partially the time I'm in Delhi, so I can join offline, but when I'm not, I can also join online as well. So yeah, this is it, and I'm here with the I'm planning to do a career change. I'm going on to more people oriented jobs. So here I'm trying to learn how can I communicate well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Deepika. Okay. Now we can start our session, and I cannot wait because today our session is all about poetry and passion and ours Kiya hai. So let's not wait any further and call our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aman.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, online participants and guests.
Morning.
So before I dive into the crux of today's theme, just little pretext I want to give to all of you. Yesterday only I got to know that I'm the TMD. I volunteered for it. So we'll be doing a lot of unplanned, unscripted things. I hope that's fine with everyone.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And so I thought, what would be the theme? What would be the theme? And then Toastmaster Deepak reached out to me and he was asking, Aman, what is the theme? At that time, I was in the middle of some emergency. Actually, a friend of mine, she was not feeling well, so I had to take her to her home safely. And I was very much confused. What do I talk about on such a short notice? And then I thought, why not poetry? Because poetry is something that is very close to my heart, and I hope that you all also have interest in it. By raise of hand, how many of you like poetry in general? Pretty much almost everyone. Okay, we are in good place. Online participants, you can show your digital hands, or maybe physical will also work. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I want to start with a very famous quote from the movie Dead Poets Society. We do not write and read poetry because it is cute. We read and write poetry because we are part of human civilization. Human civilization is filled with passion. Medical, law, finance, business, engineering, these all are noble pursuits and important to sustain life. But poetry, love, romance, beauty, these are what we stay alive for. This was the quote in the movie Dead Poets Society. How many of you have watched the movie? Okay, okay. For those who have not watched it, I highly recommend you to go and watch it. Watch it with your friends, watch it with your family. You'll love it. So the key message over here is that we do a lot of things. Many of us are working professionals. We have business or some other things to earn. That's fine. That's good. Nothing wrong in that. That's important, equally important. But then there are things that we do for our soul. One for the stomach, one for the soul. So poetry or any art form for that matter is that thing that we do for ourselves to express ourselves. It could be dancing, it could be photography, it could be, teaching someone, or for some, almost of us, let's say public speaking, coming to Toastmasters Club and speaking here. Before I dive into I have got some books with me. I'll be coming to those later. So just like how in Ghazal we have a matla, introduction, then we have asar, that is the body, and then we have the makta, that is the conclusion. Similarly is our structure in Toastmasters as well. We have the pipe, that is prepared speeches, that is the first segment. Then we have the impromptu speaking, and the third is the evaluation. Before I call upon the evaluator and we begin with the first segment, that is the Makta, I would like to read few words, few lines from Charles Bukowski. Anyone who's okay? One, any online participants? And the timer is showing me yellow, so I should rush. I should not wait any further moment. Just a minute. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, and maybe even your mind. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision. It could mean mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the other are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want it. And you do it despite rejection and the worst odds. And it is with the better than anything else you can imagine. Go all the way. This is one of my favorite poems of Charles Bukowski. And let's dive into the first segment, that is the prepared speeches, and we'll come back to poetry. I would like to know more what are your favorite poems and poets. So for that, for the first prepared speech speaker, before that, I would also like to call the general evaluator. We have the general evaluator, Toastmaster Laksh, to introduce his team. Can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Laksh?
Thank you, Toastmaster Aman, for the introduction. I really liked your poem, Go All the Way. So, good morning, Toastmasters, and very warm welcome to all the guests. This is Laksh Kidra, and today I'll be acting as the general evaluator for this meeting. So, the purpose of the general evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout this meeting. During the meeting, I'll take notes on everything that happens and also that doesn't happen. But to help me with this evaluation, I also have my tag and L team, which stands for timer, T for timer, A for our counter, G for grammarian, and L for listener. So one by one, we'll call them on the stage, they'll explain their roles, and at the end, all of us will give our evaluation report. Thank you. For first, we'll call Toastmaster Deepak, who will be acting as a timer for today's meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Laksh. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Time is money. I think people who master the skill of managing time are the people who will achieve everything they want in life. So, today I am the timer of the meeting, and I would be sharing the timing cards with you. So, starting with the prepared speeches. So, we have a longer advanced level speech today. So, it's 12 to 15 minutes speaker. So, for that, I will show the green card at 12 minutes and yellow card at uh, 13 minutes and red card at 15 minutes. So that's for the advanced level speech. And for the remaining two speeches, the timing is 5 to 7 minutes as per the agenda. So I will show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. The speakers will have a 30 seconds grace period, both above and below their maximum and minimum timing. Now coming to the table topics, which is the impromptu, we will have a 1 to 2 minutes timing for the impromptu speeches. I will show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and at 2 minute the red card. And there is a grace period upper limit of 30 seconds for the table topics. One more thing, I will show if for people who have not are not stopping despite showing the red card after the maximum time, I will show this green panda just to add a bit fun and so that people who get get the attention of people are speaking more. Okay, that's hopefully you don't see this often. Now coming to the evaluation part, the evaluators will speak for 2 to 3 minutes. I will show the green card at 2 minutes, the yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. There is a grace period of 30 seconds for the evaluations as well. And I will keep on showing the cards for the main role players, Toastmaster of the day, as well as journal evaluator and table topic master as per the agenda. And I will show them red card if they are exceeding the maximum allotted time as per the agenda. With this, I will hand over back the stage to Toastmaster Laksh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. You really explained your role very well. Now, next we'll call upon Toastmaster Lakwinder, who will act as the our counter for the day.
Good morning. Good morning, Master, and a warm welcome to our guests. So, as our counter, I will be listening to all the speakers, and I will be listing down if anyone is using inappropriate word and sound. So, which is used as space filler. So, basically, what are the space fillers? These are the sounds like and, well, but, you know, you know, and inappropriate sound like and and I will be also noting down if someone is repeating his phrases like I, you mean, I mean, this mean. So and in the end of the meeting, I will be coming back with the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakwinder. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Kishan, who will be acting as both grammarian and listener for today's meeting.
Good morning, everyone. I am Kishan and I am playing the role of grammarian today. As a grammarian, I will listen carefully to each speaker and I will note if there are improper grammar uses, grammatical mistake, and I will also take note of extraordinary and outstanding words, phrases, and idiom which might be used in this meeting. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. But before that, I have one small incident to share. My birthday was on 20th of March. You could wish me. I was happy. That is belated. So I was going to the court and it had just rained. And a group of children were playing on the road. When I passed by, one of them flung mud at me. कीचड़ उछाल दिया मैंने. So, like, my dress got all dirty and smeared. Now I want you all to recall what was the word, and if anyone can answer that in Hindi, what was the date I'm talking about? It's 20 March. 20 March, right? And now you can relate. And the word of the day is besmirch. And what happened on besmirch? They smeared my dress. So what of the is besmirch is means to damage someone's reputation or smear something physically. Synonyms are tarnish, defame, sully, slander, and antonyms are praise, honor, commend. Idiom of the day is caught off guard, and it means unprepared for an unexpected event or surprise or startled. I honestly request you all to use this word and idiom, and when someone does, we try to encourage them with a thumbs up gesture. And when called upon by general evaluator, I will be submitting my report. You are following me next time?
Or you can do it.
Okay.
List apart, right?
So,
Okay, you can hit.
So, hello again. I'm also playing the role of listener, and I have a short experiment to tell how this is going to work. So, what happened? A group of people were told to watch a short video in which two teams were playing basketball, and the task was very simple. You have to count the number of passes. So, mind focus and eyes fixed. And in the last, they all answered quite confidently. But then someone asked the second question, which caught them off guard. Did you see the gorilla? And they were like, what gorilla? In middle of video, one person dressed as gorilla walked into the frame, beat his chest, and walked out of the frame. But everyone was so focused their eyes so much at counting passes that they overlooked this. So their attention was focused, was precise but not present. And the same thing may happen in this meeting. We may hear a word but couldn't feel the meaning. So as a listener, I will be noting down these gorilla moments, and when general evaluator calls me on the stage, I will be asking you a question. And one of the questions could be, did you see the pink elephant? Over to you, Dana.
Thank you so much for question. Now I will always remember your birthdays. And also the meaning of the word be smart, which means tarnish someone's reputation. That's very good. And thank you for this. And now me and my team will get back, as told by Toastmaster Aman, in the Makta part of this Toastmasters meeting. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Gabadhi. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Laksh, for the introduction of your team and your roles. Now, let's start with the first segment. For that, we have the first evaluator I would like to call, and that is Toastmaster Deepak to evaluate Toastmaster Tanish. Over to Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aman. So we have Toastmaster Tanish giving his level 4 project 1 speech, and this is from his Pathways Dynamic Leadership. Last week only, Toastmaster Tanish took the TMOD role where he delivered a fantastic session on cybersecurity awareness. And today, this is an advanced level speech which will require him to speak for 12 to 15 minutes and also manage the difficult audience. He managed the Toastmaster of the Day role beautifully last week, and I expect him to excel and outshine in this speech as well. So I would wish the speaker all the best. The title is very special. Thankful to Toastmasters, and I hope he is able to manage difficult audience. And just to for people who might see interruptions in between from various members, don't be surprised. It's to help the speaker meet their objective. So yeah, over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for explaining your roles. And yes, our intention is not to besmirk our speakers on the stage. So now, in between your huge round of applause, I would like to call Toastmaster Tanishq. Toastmaster Tanishq, thankful to Toastmasters, thankful to Toastmasters. Toastmaster Tanishq, over to you.
Hi Tanish. Are you free on Saturday? Because we are going on a trip. Actually, guys, I'm not free. Actually, I'm having my Toastmasters meeting. Oh, come on. Hi everyone. I'm Toastmaster Tanish. And it's been around 2 years in Toastmasters. And I'm not here just to give a speech. I'm here to share my emotions and connect with you emotionally. February 2024. I was at my uncle's house, one of my father's cousins. We were having random career and growth talks, and he introduced me to the Toastmasters. I got back home and told all my father what all my uncle told me and told me about Toastmasters. My father agreed on it, told me to search the nearest Toastmasters. I visited the website of Toastmasters and came to know about Invictus. Invictus Toastmasters was back 2 years ago, was in Saket, near the Saket metro. And at that time, the VP membership was Toastmaster Shivani. Contacted her, and she instantly put me in the guest group of Invictus Toastmasters. 16th of March was woke up early, go to the gym, and was ready to go to the Toastmasters meeting. And I already had an argument with my younger brother. I was frightened and very irritated that day and was unable to find the venue. Contacted Toastmaster Rakesh. He was also unable to told me where should I enter from. I talked to myself. After the meeting, I'm not going to spare this guy. And finally, I got to the venue and met Toastmaster Anuj, Toastmaster Shivani, Rishika, and Toastmaster Jatinder. Toastmaster Rajesh was president was the president of that time. And the beauty of Toastmasters is being encouraging and support.
That time, Toastmaster Shivani prepared a session on power of colors. And Toast table topic master called me up. I was a very introverted guy. I mean, I'm okay. I'll just sit there and observe everything. Toast table topic master called me up. "No, you have to come." I said, okay. I don't remember the topic, but
Manish, do you think it is okay to force someone if they are not willing to give favorite topics?
see, sometimes, according to our Toastmasters, we have to encourage, we have to push others to, take stand and speak in front of the people. So we have to encourage everyone to break that ice. And when I stand on the stage and spoke, the topic was on colors, obviously, and I don't remember the topic, but it was like, and I said, "World without colors is an empty world." I feel pity for the people who are colorblind. Yellow is a color of joy. Orange is color of energy. And I can resonate with color red because I had a fight with my brother this morning. And all laughed on that impromptu speech. And I didn't knew that clapping in Toastmasters meant to encourage and is used to encourage and provide a full energy and supportive environment. Usually, I'm from a Haryani family and was not a high achiever. It was a best merch even for me that the people appreciated me on that table topic pick. And sometimes what happens is that you got high on the stage and it was not even a high achiever and contacted Toastmaster Shivani after the meeting of the fees and all. For me, it was a very expensive fees at that time because when it comes to my gym membership, it was only 1,000, and I used to go every day to the gym. And coming to the Toastmasters, it was only on the weekends.
I think we share this board. I'll see some of these.
Yeah. So, settled?
Yeah.
Talk to my father regarding the fees and the Toastmasters. He agreed on it. After 2 days, Toastmaster Shivani contacted me. So when I planning to join Toastmasters, I replied, actually, Toastmaster Shivani, I'm going to a trip to Goa. How normal people could have replied to that? Okay. How she replied, oh, that's great. Enjoy your fullest and wish you a very safe trip. I got shocked that day. I mean, are, am I really surrounded with good people? Like how are they wishing me to have a great trip? And where my parents don't fight with anyone, be very polite to everyone. I mean, I don't fight with anyone. I just fight with my brother only. And then when I came back from a trip, I, as a guest, attended the meeting of Toastmasters, was ready to join on that day. Met Toastmaster Yuvraj on 1st of April. And when he started speaking on the stage, I got best much. Like, how is this guy shouting like that? Then I came to know what is voice modulation in his language. Then Toastmaster Yuvraj also joined with me, and Toastmaster Yuvraj also joined Toastmasters with me. And when I first joined, it was 6th of April when I officially got the membership of Toastmasters and joined as a member. I started my role with a timer for the first time. And Toastmaster Anuj was the VPPR of the time. And he asked me, how was the poster? Previously, the last day, I was stunned looking at that poster. Wow, what a really beautiful poster it is. And as an introvert guy, I replied, good, very nonchalantly. And Postmaster Anuj was not very happy with my reaction, as usual. And coming to my roles, I performed a little good idea, not very excellent. But they all were in touch with me. They started encouraging, started showing support to me. Started taking big roles. They were taking speeches. Started upgrading day by day. One speech, online, notebook. Second speech, notebook. Was it was my personal favorite topic, that is music. That was not. The third topic of my speech was inspiration. Coming to the inspiration, I took examples of my own family, my grandfather, and the most important are Toastmaster members. How Toastmasters Sangeeta and me know that we have went to YMCA. That was a big division level competition there. And Toastmaster Shivani was the table topic winner of the contest, and she represented the Toastmaster obviously. And we all had fun that day. And we met the one and only the stand-up comedian Apur Gupta that day. And I was so inspired by Toastmaster Shivani because it was a very big stage. Approximately there were 200 people there. And in case of me, I can't even spoke in front of 25 people. And there were so many audio glitches there. And but she stood up and speak very fine. And I was so inspired by her speech and I idolize her. I'm going to speak like her in the future. Last meeting, I was the Toastmaster of the day. Shared some clips of cybersecurity awareness. And Toastmaster Sangeeta, Toastmaster Deepa, Toastmaster Kishan, and Toastmaster Rakesh also contacted me and told, bro, I mean, what a meeting. It's all, I mean, how is it a good meeting? I've not even paid attention to the timer. And I took 20 minutes in the starting. Toastmaster Rakesh told, it's okay. And it's a big win for you that you actually spoke for 20 minutes non-stop. I said, yeah, you're right. And same conversation I had with Toastmaster Christian, and came to know that I'm improving day by day. And I'm here on the stage, speaking before you all, and tell you all that Toastmasters have changed my public speaking skills, my networking skills, my conversation skills. If an introvert guy can speak very fine in table topic sessions, in speeches, and you can do, and you can also perform very good. your confusion become clarity. Your hesitations become confident. And your self-doubt become vanished. At the end, I would like to say that Toastmasters is not just about the meetings, it's about the people we are surrounded. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanish. That was such a lovely, straight from the heart speech. And I am also very grateful that we have such an amazing people around us to support us. I also felt it was just not just a gratitude speech, but also a story of how he started from, taking his first role or from the very first table topic, and then now we can see him growing every day, every meeting by meeting. It reminded me of one share. I cannot recall the original, the author, or else I would have definitely given the credit. It goes something like, गिरते हैं घुड़सवार मैदाने जंग में, वो तिफल ही क्या गिरे जो घुटनों पे चलते हैं. Just to break it down and make it a little easier, it means that if you're failing, fail big, try something, go out of your comfort zone. That's exactly what Toastmaster Tanish and most of us are doing here. So, before calling the next speaker, I noticed one thing, that the evaluator, Toastmaster Sangeeta, and the speaker, Toastmaster Shane. So, I thought, why not let's connect with some female poets. Anyone fan of Amrita Pritam? Anyone ever heard of the name? मैं तेनू फिर मिलांगी. Okay.
So,
Really,
Aman, can we ask for feedback in the guest group?
Yes, thank you so much. I almost forgot about that. Can you all? I believe we have a lot of guests. I believe you are in the guest group of Invictus Toastmasters. So please, uh, yeah, Laksh will add you in the group, and you can give your feedback to the speaker. Yeah, we have 1 minute for that. Guys, time's up. I assume most of us are done with the feedback. Okay, now let's call the second evaluator to read out the speech objective. We have Toastmaster Sangeeta. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Have you all read Akbar and Birbal stories or Panchtantra tales? Just raise your hands. Okay. Why do you remember the story of the fox who said the grapes were sour?
There was a message.
Absolutely. And that is how perfectly storytelling is. And Toastmasters actually explain a lot about it. And my speaker today would be giving a first-hand storytelling experience to all of us. Therefore, let's extract a lot from her. Let me share her speech details. Her pathway is persuasive influence, and very soon she will be a Triple Crown Award recipient as well. And her level is 3 and project is 4 respectively. And her objective is about storytelling. Timer, please note, the speech is for 5 to 7 minutes. And in her storytelling, she would be giving us an extract from her personal experience, making it a little bit humorous, a little bit witty, and let's understand her takeaway and find the magic in her speech. Thank you. Over to you.
Now, in between your huge round of applause, I would like to invite the second speaker, Toastmaster Shireen. Please put your hands together. Toastmaster Shireen, listen, Toastmaster Shireen.
Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests present here and there, listen. This is not just a word. This is not just a phrase. This is an emotion. This is a habit. And sometimes in our home, this is a full conversation. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever experienced telling new things to your parents and ended up more confused than them? And especially when you are talking to your mom. Look, so, now I will tell you a story. Before that, I would like to tell you, when I joined Toastmaster, I was very happy, very excited. And the word of the day that day was, anyone guess? Exuberant. So I was over the moon. So I felt like that, yes, I have got a place where I can learn, I can practice, and I will become a better communicator, a better version of myself, more confident person. So I thought, why not share this to my mom, my beautiful, very calm, composed, and sweet, and very supportive mom. So I thought, I called her. One day I called her. Ring, 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 ring. She is called. Suniye, in our Indian homes, generally our mothers, our wives don't call their husband's name. They call Sunoji, Eji. Suniye means listen. Hello, Shireen. Kaise ho? How are you, beta? Hello, mom. I'm good. Good morning, mom. I want to share you something very important. Yes, tell me. Mom, I joined Toastmaster classes. Sonia, she joined cooking class. She made toast making. She, you are already a good cook. You cook such a lovely, delicious, and interesting, and most of all, healthy food. Then why you join this cooking class? Toast making. Will you eat toast now? Toast is the most unhealthy thing in this world, on this planet. Mom, listen. Mom, listen. And that at that moment, that caught me off the guard. And toast making. Mom, listen. Mom, listen. This is not a toast making class. This is not a cooking class, Mom. This is a Toastmaster. Yes, I heard. This is Toastmaster class. Yani toast making class. You will eat toast now. You are following such a lovely, fantastic lifestyle. You are following intermittent fasting. You have your breakfast, king's breakfast, and you always eat your dinner before sunset. You are following such a lovely lifestyle. Then why on earth you join cooking class? No, mom, this is not a cooking class, mom. This is a Toastmaster class where I go and practice and I will speak. Speak? Means you don't know how to speak? Already a good speaker. You speak so beautifully, so softly. Everybody loves your way of speaking. Then why on earth you join speaking class? Mom, listen. Listen, mom, listen. Listen, mom, calm down. This is not a cooking class, mom. This is not a speaking class, mom. This is a class where I go every week and learn and practice, and I will become a better communicator, a better version of myself, mom. Better version of myself. Good communicator. Yes. So somehow I managed to explain my mom what Toastmaster is. But I realized something very important. Sometimes words get lost in transition and translation. Like here, Toastmaster became Toastmaster. One more important thing I realized that maybe I had sat with her and explained my happiness to my mom face to face. Because our elders only want our presence. So we can always give them. And third, most deeper thing I realized that my mom, she may not fully understand what Toastmaster is, but she understands me, and that is enough. Because behind every listen, there is a love, there is a respect, there is a connection. So in the end, I just want to tell only one thing to my mom. Tring, 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 tring. Cheers call. Suniye. So audience, what is the meaning of Suniye in Indian families? Listen. Listen. Chirian, my dear daughter. Mom, listen. I am learning and I will make you proud, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, what a lovely speech it was. I was so much mesmerized by it and loved your speech. And one small incident I want to share. Before that, let's give our feedbacks. Yes, I don't know this time. So first, let's give feedback, and then we can continue with the theme and rest of the speeches. Timer, please let us know once the time is up. I can see still few people typing, so done. Perfect, perfect. All right, let's proceed. So I did not want to leave you intentionally at the cliffhanger where I was talking about Amrita Pritham. So and also about Shri. So last year on 6th of December 2025, do you know where you were? Can you say it out loud? Yes. And guess what? Even I was there. And it was very unplanned, very unscripted, like this theme or today's meeting from my point of view, like for my part, I would say. But I met her and I realized, wow, what a great coincidence. She's also there and she was there with her son. And we had a great time. We listened to a lot of poetry, mushairas, and coming back to Amrita Pritham, and as she was saying that a lot of things are lost in translation. I'll read it out in English because we are an English speaking club. Although later on I'll get to some uh, pure Hindi and Urdu as well because a lot of things are lost in translation, as she said. So I will meet you again by Amrita Pritham. I will meet you yet again. How and where? I know not. Perhaps I will become a figment of your imagination and maybe spreading myself in a mysterious line on your canvas. I will keep gazing at you. Now, I want to call the third speaker. Before that, I would like to invite the evaluator, that is Toastmaster Shraddha, on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our third speaker, Toastmaster Bhavani, her pathway is Leadership Development Pathway, Level 1, Project 5. And the objective of her speech is to use the feedback that she received in the previous speech and apply that to her current speech. Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. And Toastmaster Bhavani, besmirch all the hesitation and all the best to you.
Shraddha. Sorry. PPT sheets. Okay. Can we have 1 minute timer to set up the PPT?
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. You need to share. Is there any audio or just?
No, this
Just. We need to do that. Share? Yeah, share. Entire screen? Yeah, that will do. Okay, that will do entire screen. Last one. Is our screen visible?
Yes, it was until now. No, not visible now.
Close the presenter view. Okay, wait.
Is it visible now?
No,
Okay, 1 second. Because of that window, right?
Maybe.
Let it be. Yeah. Now it's visible, right? Toastmaster Deepak?
yes, it is now.
We can slide show.
You need
Slide
to-
show.
full screen.
Share the way. Share the way.
Is it still visible?
No, not visible now.
Oh, sharing stopped when we go full
Yeah, correct.
screen.
Let it be like this.
Maybe some bug.
You can
You can minimize that.
minimize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close this one. Yes.
Super.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Toastmaster Bhavani, wish you what we leave behind. Wish you what we leave behind. Toastmaster Bhavani.
Thank you so much. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Close your eyes for a moment. I want all of you to close your eyes. Think of a smell that takes you back to your childhood. The smell of the petrichor, first rain hitting the earth. Maybe it's the smell of the new book you get from your school. Or maybe it's the aroma of halwa drifting from your mother's kitchen. For me, Vishu is the celebration of smell. It is about the smell of ripe mangoes, pineapples, jackfruits, all stacked in a plate. The gentle smell of the agarbatti. The aroma, the nutty aroma of roasted coconut. The sound of laughter echoing from every corner of the house. That feeling, that rare and beautiful feeling of having everyone you love under one roof. That, for me, is Vishu. Vishu is the festival. It's a New Year festival for the state of Kerala, a land known for its backwaters, coconut trees, and big family. This April 15th, we will be celebrating it. And I want all of you to remember April 15th. Wish your Mallu friends a happy Vishu. What are you going to wish?
Happy Vishu.
Happy Vishu. Yes. For us, Vishu meant a house full of people. My maternal uncle, my paternal uncle, my cousins, siblings, my parents, all together under one roof. The day before Vishu, we would sleep together, all cousins together, giggling, laughing, and hardly able to sleep. Early morning, my parents would wake up. They would set up the Vishu Kani. And then, one by one, we would come with our eyes closed before this beautiful Kani. It is a display, a sacred display of jackfruits, bananas, flowers, the smell of the agarbatti, which is believed to bring prosperity for the rest of the year. Those are my memories of Vishu. Now, the next interesting thing is Vishu Kaineta. What is it? Vishu Kaineta, which means the elders would give the younger ones money. Who doesn't like pocket money? Tell me. So I used to love this because I love pocket money, but this is the blessing we get from our elders. The other highlighted thing of this celebration is, who doesn't like food? It's the sadhya, the display of feast, a grand feast on a banana leaf. That is the sadhya, and it takes hours to prepare. Cooking started at 4 in the morning. My maternal uncle, my father, my mother, every elder in the kitchen, cooking together, stirring together, laughing, and at times arguing. Whose food is the best? Such a lovely feeling, isn't it? After the sadhya, when all left the home, there was a silence in the house. But there, my mother was still in the kitchen, surrounded by piles of dishes, leftovers, a mess that took hours to create, will take hours to clean. But she did it with a smile. That's when I realized that someone always sacrifices something to make an event beautiful, to make an event memorable. And that is the key takeaway behind any celebration. This year, Vishu will be different for us. We lost our maternal uncle. He was the one who would crack jokes, who would make us laugh, tease my father relentlessly, and made a sweet pudding called paisam, which we all would remember. No one can replicate that taste, and he will always live in our memories. Now, what has Vishu taught me? Vishu is not about celebration. It's about the connection that we build among our relatives. It's like office, you go to a party, you do networking. In the same way, in order to connect families together, we have festivals. And it's the same like your festivals. Vishu is one of our festivals. So let us make sure that we participate, we help, and make memories that everyone would remember. Because at the end, that's what we leave behind. Thank you.
Yes. Can we have feedback on our guest group for Toastmaster Bhavani for delivering such a amazing speech? In the meantime, I would like to confirm whether the table topic master. Yes, we have the gender online just perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, you're visible and audible. Before I assume all of us are done with the feedback. Show of thumbs up. Perfect, perfect. Before I call upon the table topic master, I just want to conclude this segment or matla with a closing share. And since Toastmaster Bhavani was speaking about, being away from home, childhood memories, and that kind of stuck a chord with me as well. And how many of you are away from your home, from your hometown? Raise of hand. Yes, I knew a lot of people are there. So I think this share would be apt. It's a share by Hafiz Jaunpuri, and coincidentally, he's from my hometown. And the share goes something like, बैठ जाता हूँ जहां भी घनी छांव होती है, बैठ जाता हूँ जहां भी घनी छांव होती है, हाय क्या अजीब चीज ये गरीब उल वतनी होती है. There are two words, गरीब and वतन, which means deprived of home. Now you can clap. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite. Yeah, can we have the voting? The ballots or the polls are in the group. I request all of you to open the link. And we had three amazing speakers: Toastmaster Tanesh, Toastmaster Shirin, Toastmaster Bhavani. Please cast your vote and let us know once you're done. All done with the votings? Now let's dive into the second segment wherein we have the table topics. For that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Tajinder on the stage in between your huge round of applause. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I am in India, and most probably I could not able to join you today because I have a cricket match today. So, but I have taken the role of Toastmaster table topic, and that is why I am here. So one poem, which inspired me the most, I would like to tell you that मुट्ठी में कुछ सपने लेकर भरकर जेबों में आशाएं, दिल में अरमान यही, कुछ कर जाएं, सूरज सा तेज नहीं मुझ में, सूरज सा तेज नहीं मुझ में, दीपक सा जलता देखोगे, अपनी हद रोशन करने से, अपनी हद रोशन करने से, तुम मुझको कैसे रोकोगे, तुम मुझको कैसे रोकोगे. So nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you when you think you can do this. And nobody can force you when you think you cannot do this. Okay. So it is, it's a kind of thing that it will, burn yourself. Then only you can learn more. When you burn, you can learn more. Okay. So we are we are talking about poets. So can you tell me, if anybody can tell me, what is the definition of best poet? Can anybody? Can anybody try at least?
Definition.
Yeah, definition of best poet.
Best poem.
That touches your heart.
Yeah, good. Anybody else?
That leaves a lasting impression on you, on your mind, on your heart.
Right. Okay. So as per me, the poet who written and inspire you, who write the poetry and inspire you to learn more, to understand more, and to do more, and to become more. That will be the best definition of any poet. You can choice anybody. You can choice anybody, and when you
Tejinder, you are frozen.
Let me check on WhatsApp.
If not, we can start. Do you have any questions or just go on and start? For the table topics and this.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. In the meantime, he joins. Maybe you can start with some interaction. And so, yeah, I was mentioning that it's going to be the unscripted unplanned. So here we are. So, do you have any poem or poet you want to talk about? So, this is the first table topic open for all, present online and offline. Do I have any volunteer for that? I can already see one, but I would appreciate if they would step in. So, if you have any piece of writing or any work that, yes, please.
Have you heard about Percy Bysshe Shelley or P.B. Shelley? Class 10th, Ode to the West Wind. We all have read. But there is two words that stuck with me for so long, and still now. I find those words being catapulting me to my future. Do you remember the last words? If winter comes, can spring be far behind? And we are in a springtime. Vishu is happening. Our New Year is happening. It's a lunar month. It's the first month of lunar month that would be happening. And we had extra hard, chilly winters this time, definitely. And suddenly, some incessant rain comes, and we still feel the cold, the chilly winds coming. But if you go today, it's no more winters. It's a spring now. And if you see in our life also, we face the similar thing. Today we are upset about could be a lot of things. It could be our parents, it could be our friends, it could be office, it could be our assignments that is pending because of our procrastination. But tomorrow, it won't be just like today. And hence, these words I'll take these words to my grave because it is a universal truth. And Shakespeare also had mentioned, the time shall last. And when I connect both of these statements, it helps me to move forward each and every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sumitra. What an impromptu speech it was. It almost felt like a prepared speech. Okay, so moving on to the second topic, which I just thought of right now. Do we have any volunteer for that?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but
my camera will not be started, and there is a power failure here at home.
Okay.
So camera will not be started. Is it okay?
Yeah, that should be fine as long as we can hear you.
So you tell me who will be the next speaker.
I can help you pick one for the offline ones.
Right.
I can leave your eyes for the now.
Yeah.
Any guests, any volunteers? Come on. Anyone? Or online, any guest? Anyone? Yeah, we have. You got him? No. Shambhavi. So we have Shambhavi on the stage for the.
Okay. So question to Shambhavi. Shambhavi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. The question to Shambhavi, that have you ever tried writing a poem? Share me your experience. Over to you.
Well, I have tried to write a poem and I have also written quite a few poems, but it's just that I actually don't like to. I have never shared it with my parents also, but yeah. So there comes a time when I'm struggling a lot, with piles of assignment and exams on head and need preparation on side by side. So at that time, I started journaling this year only, and I have a vision board, so I have always in the back of my mind to become a poet and a writer and write few books. I have written a poem. It's similar to Still I Rise by Maya. I don't know the surname of the poet. Maya Angelou. Still I Rise. It's similar to that, and I've written it in Hindi. Well, I was writing that down during my annual examination, and I feel journaling and writing poem has helped me to express myself in a better way. And well, now we have touched the topic, so let me share the poem. It goes in Hindi. अभी थकी नहीं हूँ, अभी झुकी नहीं हूँ, अभी तो शुरुआत की है मैंने. अभी थकी नहीं हूँ, अभी झुकी नहीं हूँ, अभी तो शुरुआत की है मैंने. कि अभी तो ऊंचाई को छुआ तक नहीं है मैंने. कि अभी तो ऊंचाई को छुआ तक नहीं है मैंने. कि अभी गिरी ही हूँ. अभी गिरी हूँ, अभी उठूंगी, अभी दौड़ूंगी. तुम देखते रहना, मैं उठूंगी, मैं लिखूंगी और मैं आगे बढ़ूंगी.
Can you give a big round of applause to her? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Who will be the next? Aman?
I'm still looking for. We have Lakwinder. Yes, you raise your hand. Yeah. We have Toastmaster Lakwinder for the third table topic.
Okay. Lakwinder.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, Sat Sri Akal, and tell me about which poem from your school days you still remember. Which poem of your school days you still remember? Over to you.
Humpty Dumpty sat on Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So this is the poem which from my school days. Actually, that because it is a continuous poem which is right now running in my home right now. Because Dumpty daily walks and jumps on the bed and falls down from the bed. So that is a poem which I have been remembering from my childhood and being followed throughout till now. But maybe if so everyone is saying poem, I will also want to say a small one.
Please go ahead.
It's not a poem, it's a phrase. So, phrase for everyone. So, uh, uh, in my childhood time or in my college time, I have written this. So, what is life? Life is life is a journey with same destination but different paths. Destination. और जैसे मंजिल एक है पर रास्ते कई. ये हमारे ऊपर है कि हमने कौन सा रास्ता. So that's why we are in Toastmasters to find out our own paths.
Very well. Can you give big round of applause to him?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Extremely well. Who will be the next?
Any online participant would like to give it a try? I can see one hand. Yeah, Monica. Monica Joshi has raised her hand. What do you
Yeah, I would like to. Yeah, I want to try.
Okay. Monica, question for you that can poetry change the way people think? Can
course.
poetry change the people? Can poetry change the way people think?
Yeah, of
What
course.
do you
I think poetry can very much change the way we think. Very recently, I was reading a very famous shire, John Elia, and I mean, he's very famous, but I have not read many of his work until I came across a book gifted by my friend. And I cannot believe that I was able to feel all those emotions that the guy has written in his work so beautifully, although those were all written in Urdu, which I'm not very good at. So I was translating everything to Hindi, and I was taken aback by the extent to which very simple human emotions are written so beautifully. For example, he is being highlighting the jealousy that he has been facing when his lover is reading someone else's work. So he is a poet and he is already writing a lots and lots of stuff for his lover, and his lover is secretly reading someone else. Now this is imagine it from the angle of the lover. She has been written an artwork over her and she is reading someone else, and he has highlighted that point of jealousy in such beautiful words. I don't remember it, otherwise I would have loved to read it for you. But I think this is how very simple emotions are said out in poetry, that it made you feel the things that you never knew were inside you. I i feel like this is my take on how a poetry can make you feel things or make you feel differently than you feel normally. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica. It was
Thank you much,
wonderful.
Monica?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Who is next? How much time left, timer?
Question. I was also wondering about same timer. Could you help us with the time?
We are already 2 minutes over than the allotted
Oh,
time.
okay.
Okay. All right. So
I would like to end with my this thing. Means in between there is a power cut. I cannot start my camera, so a lot of thing has happened. But it was a wonderful session. All the participants have done really well, and a lot of things which I would like to talk about it. I could not, but next time, definitely I am going to do this. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Since we are running already little late, there must be polls are getting ready and they'll be sent in the group. I request all of you to vote for the best table topic speaker. We had 4 table topic speakers: Toastmaster Sangeeta, Toastmaster guest Shambhavi, Toastmaster Lakwinder, and also guest Monica. Let me know once you're done with the voting. I'm done. I hope you all are also done with the voting. Now, can we move to the last segment when the evaluation and feedback for the Makta of today's meeting? For that, I would request all of you to put your hands together to call the general evaluator of today's meeting, Master Laksh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aman. That was a great theme and everything. Now, firstly, I'd like to call upon, we'll start with the evaluation part, which is the Makta part, and we'll start with the evaluations of the prepared speeches. So the first evaluator for the first speaker is Toastmaster.
चलिए नहीं हो फिर मैं अपना देना pizza.
Sorry.
So yeah, it was unintentional, maybe by mistake.
So Toastmaster Deepak, you can start.
Okay. Can somebody be my timer, please, from the audience? Because I cannot, and you can message me my time. Yeah, Tanish, you are my timer. So you can raise your hand when I hit, and I will also move. Just give me a moment. I'm changing my background so that I can be visible. Hopefully, I'm visible now. All right.
I will be timer and Tanish will show you the cards.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So today we had our uh, speaker who was managing difficult audience, and it's a we in Toastmasters we usually are very formal and like very appreciative of the speaker. We don't interrupt, but in real life things would are not like this. There would be interruption. There would be disturbance during the speech, and that's where the objective of this advanced level speech help us prepare for the real life. Practically today, Tanishk was not off guard and was not besmirched by any of the interruptions. He handled it so well, and I was so impressed when he actually asked when the interruptions were there. He handled it so smartly. I loved how he addressed the speaker, one of the interrupters. I think it was Toastmaster Aman. He when he was moving from one chair to another, as mentioning the chair is broken, he paused and he mentioned, "Are you settled now?" So calmly. So it was very well managed, and he didn't get distracted. Brought back, took a pause, brought back the original flow of the speech. So that's how interruption can be handled. So very well done, Toastmaster Tanishq, on doing that. Now, there was another interruption by the way of asking question. Now, when Toastmaster Aman asked, "Is it?" He challenged the speaker, Toastmaster Tanishq, whether asking someone on table topics is a good practice who is not spoken yet, and he could have done it well by actually mentioning thanking the question first acknowledging the question and thanking the speaker the audience to ask the question. That could have been done, but he answered it on the spot, and immediately returned to the or to his speech. So I would say a good way to handle was to thank the audience for asking the question so that the audience feel acknowledged, and then answering the question. A few more things that could have been improved. Given this is a level 4 speech, I would be little strict in how I give this the observation. The speaker was throughout moving from one place of the stage to another. That could have been more strategic. At the start, when there was interaction, he was interacting with someone on the phone. The speaker did use the stage strategically. That could have been done throughout the speech. For example, when the speaker was demonstrating how uh, he was feeling during the table topic, he could have centered himself on the stage and enacted like he was speaking for the first time. Overall, a great speech. 12 to 15 minutes is not easy to speak, and our speaker today did very well. He handled the interruptions very well. Few improvements on acknowledging the audience when they ask question, and using the stage more appropriately will take it to the next level. All the best, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. Now I'd like to call upon the second evaluator, Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Good afternoon, all of you. As I come here again, I would want to ask a simple question to all of you. When you read a story, what is the first thing that you notice? It is the storyline, right? For example, in Panchtantra, we learn that animals can talk. From Arabian Nights, we also learn how pirates also have a life. And here in Toastmasters, what we learn is our story is the spotlight. And when we give our story, it is meant to be, it is meant to make it more relatable so that we all can understand what the speaker is going through. And our speaker, Toastmaster Shireen, has done a fab job. She came, I might have forgotten to tell the speech title, but she introduced the speech title well. The thing that she started was she asked a question. It was a very relatable question because we all have our moms behaving exactly the same way. And that was the part when she made it very relatable. Therefore, she did a fantastic job with excellent voice modulation. She showed her character of a mom here, and she was here. And she also made the sound of the phone. She did a perfect job in her stance, made it humorous, made it relatable, and she confidently said the word listen a lot of times. Now we will always remember her speech title. But as her speech was transcending, there are few recommendations that I have noted so that she can make those connections in her next speech in her level 4 pathway. The first, when she asked the question and she said that mothers have a confusion mindset, she could, after that, she could make a connection. The alignment was missing, even though the speech was perfectly with a well-structured speech, but there was a missing piece where she could have said, now I know a lot of you must have felt this. Let me share you my story, instead of directly jumping onto her story. Next, her stance could have a little bit more structured or more rigid in this sense. When she was telling about her mom, instead of going so far, she could just use the timing by stating like this, just a one step ahead, just like dancing. Why? Because that could help her to gather more thoughts and add more layers to the story. And somehow, when she asked about her mom, when it ended, there was again like, we have stories that end either in close ending loop or an open-ended story. But when we give our takeaways, the takeaways should be very strong. Her takeaways were little bit missing, where we just remember the words like love and respect. Rather than the takeaway should be more about listening, right? So these are certain things that I want to recommend her. But all in all, her speech was so fun, so much fun filled that we loved it and we remembered our mothers, isn't it? Over to you, Toastmaster. Love.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Now I would like to call upon the third evaluator, Toastmaster Shraddha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Laksh. Close your eyes, everyone, and imagine the lovely smell of halwa or the Indian desert. And also recall how Toastmaster Bhavani had caught us off guard with a speech. Open your eyes, please. Our speaker today is a storyteller, has been a storyteller. She structured her content very well, explaining how Vishu is celebrated. She not just told how it is celebrated, but she also showcased it with PPT. She also shared her story, how it is celebrated by sharing each and every moment, how we wake up early, how sweets are made, and how the pocket money that we get it made us all relate to how we celebrate each and every festival. She also shared about food which connects all of us, making it more relatable for the audience. She also ensured that the audience repeat what she said, like remembers that it's celebrated on 15th of April by asking the audience to repeat. So this behavior of asking people to imagine and to say the repeat the words help more audience connection. Help with more audience connection. And at the end, she also gave a key takeaway, key thing to take back by sharing the sentence that it is what the end that we leave behind that matters, making us all think about what we do matters a lot because at the end it's what we leave behind. But two pointers that I would like her to challenge her with was that she she was sharing the story, and while sharing the story, she was continuously walking through the stage. Stage movement is required, but it has to be a bit more strategic. It has to be like how can she do that? One suggestion is when she was talking about the different events in Vishnu, she could have moved like for waking up early at this point, then when talking about sweets preparation at this point, when talking about pocket money at this point, and when she's also giving the key takeaway, she could have stood in between the stage to just keep it as a central point. About talking about her hand gestures, it was there, but I felt that it was a bit, it could have been more open, showing that she's even more confident. And while she was putting her hands down, it was a bit, it was done a bit lazily. This also shows a little less confidence. She can do it a bit slowly to showcase that she is a more confident person. She did just talking about what her feedback was from the last speech. It was around taking pauses at key moment, which she did use. She was making eye contact with every person, and she did work on her overall feedback very well this time. And if she keeps in mind the stage movement and the hand gestures, confident hand gestures, she can take the speech to the next level. I wish you all the best, and back to you, General Environment.
Yeah, the polls for the better evaluator are on the guest group. Please give your votes for the best evaluator. Already voted.
Again, time. What is this?
Is it resolved now?
No. Okay, we can. Everyone has voted online. People, how many people?
No worries, we can give two certificates.
13 people have.
That was all for the prepared speeches evaluations part. Now we'll get back to the evaluations of the entire meeting. Like I had called upon in the introduction of the meeting, my tag and L team. So I'll call them again. They'll come one by one and give the reports. So I'll start that with the timer, which is Toastmaster Deepak.
Okay, thank you. Let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. Hopefully you're able to see my screen. And okay. Give a thumbs up if you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So starting with, so I have followed the agenda. The agenda was in line with most of the speakers' timing, but the first speaker had a higher timing, so it could have been more organized if we had kept in mind. But overall, I think we did a great job in terms of being on time in line with the agenda. And starting with the Toastmaster of Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Shireen, she was within the time limit. There was uh, a slight extension of time from the presiding officer, Toastmaster Sangeeta. She spoke for 10 minutes 49 seconds, which was more than the 7 minutes allotted time. Toastmaster of the day had an initial timing of 5 minutes. He spoke for 1 minute 4 seconds, but later on he compensated by speaking less. So I think we are good with him. General evaluator had a slightly higher time because maybe the one of the auxiliary role player took more time to explain their role. So I think we are still within the acceptable 7 minutes range, but slightly over. For the evaluator one, Toastmaster Deepak took 1 minute for the introduction. Speaker one, Toastmaster Tanish took 13 minutes 21 seconds, which is within the time limit. Evaluator two, Toastmaster Sangeeta took 1 minute 27 seconds for introducing the second speaker, and which is also within the green. And speaker two, Toastmaster Shireen took 5 minutes 56 seconds, which is also within the allotted 5 to 7 minutes range. Evaluator 3, Toastmaster Shraddha took 27 seconds. That was very quick. Toastmaster Bhavani, speaker 3, took 7 minutes 37 seconds, slightly over, maybe because she was not able to see the timer cards due to the screen shared. Table topic master Tajinder, Toastmaster Tajinder took 14 minutes 49 seconds, maybe because of the technical issue, but it was within the 12 minutes range, just around it. Toastmaster Sangeeta, the first table topic speaker, was within the allotted timing of 2 minutes, 1 minute 46 seconds. Guest Shamvi took 1 minute 59 seconds. Toastmasters Lakhvinder, 1 minute 20 seconds. Was within the green, could have spoken more. Guest Monica took 1 minute 47 seconds within the 2 minutes limit. Now, all our evaluator, I was playing with the the timing limit 3 minutes 30 seconds exact. I got from, I think I was slightly over. The same with Toastmaster Sangeeta, 3 minutes 37 seconds, slightly over, 7 seconds over. And Toastmaster Shraddha was also bang on time, 3 minutes 30 seconds. And my timing is also 2 minutes something. So yeah, with this I will like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Laksh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. That was a good report. Now, after him, I would like to call upon our counter of the meeting, who is Toastmaster Lakhvinder.
Hi everyone. So meeting went very well. So there were very few space fillers. Like in the report, we have Toastmaster Aman. We used our sound 4 times. Toastmaster Krishna 1 time. Toastmaster Deepak 2 times. Toastmaster Tanish used 12 times. You have been using multiple time and phrase. So it is more than 20 times and you have used long pause time. Toastmaster Bhavani used 1 time. Toastmaster Shraddha used word 14 times. We can reduce these fillers by taking slowing down like I'm trying now and using silence instead of using filler words.
So we can practice, more practice, will improve better.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, online. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakwinder. Now I would like to call upon the last auxiliary role player, Toastmaster Kishan, who is both the grammarian and the list.
So, good afternoon, all. I am playing the two roles, so I'll try to I will be starting with listener role. So my first question is, did you guys see the Red Panda? Of course, it was there. Now, the first question, which is easier, which poem does Toastmaster Lakwinder still remember from his school days?
1977.
That was quite easy, I think. Our second question. Toastmaster over there, Aman mentioned one movie. Could anyone tell? Oh, that was easy one. Where did Tanis go during his trip? Okay, I think this one is going to be tricky. Tanis mentioned the name of a comedian. Anyone tell me? Okay, the last question. What do you call the pocket money? And I want answer from online participants. What do you call the pocket money children receive during Vishu? Anyone? No? Okay, then offline members. Can. Okay. That was all from my side for Porter. Now I'll be submitting my grammarian report about the word of the day, that is this much. 4 people used that word: Toastmaster Aman, Tanish, Shraddha, and Toastmaster Deepak. Now, idiom, that was caught off guard. 3 people used that idiom, that was Toastmaster Shireen, Toastmaster Deepak, and Toastmaster Shraddha. There were very few improper uses, and one thing is which I have learned during my school days, that a sentence in past should be in past. Someone used that incorrect way, like someone said, someone was not narrating some past story, and he told stand on the stage. It should be stood on the stage, and in the same way, it should be contacted. That was in past, like someone was referring to some past thing. Now, outstanding words which were used during this meeting was cliffhanger, figment, catapulting, incessant, procrastination, spotlight, intermittent, nonchalant, aroma, vision board, journaling, sacred, prosperity, and key takeaways. Now, some of the idiom and phrases which were used were struck a chord, take to one's grave, word get lost in communication and the message fades, better version of yourself, and taken aback. These were the idiom and phrases which were used during this meeting. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kishan. That was all from the TAG and L team. Now I would like to give my general evaluator. Sorry, so sorry. The polls for the best auxiliary role player is on the group. Please vote for the best. Is it done, Toastmaster Deepak?
Yes. Yep. Time is up.
Thank you so much. Now I'll give you my general evaluator report. But before that, as today's theme was about poetry, I would also like to recite a poem or a shairi maybe, because very much inspired by Toastmaster Aman, and also that we told that there are a lot of us who are away from their home. So something related to that only. It is told by Zakir Khan, not me. So I'm just pardon me that this shairi is in Hindi and not in English. लहू के जो रिश्ते उन्हें हम छोड़ के आ गए, सुकून आंखों के सामने था, हम मुंह मोड़ के आ गए। लहू के जो रिश्ते थे उन्हें हम छोड़ के आ गए, सुकून आंखों के सामने था, हम मुंह मोड़ के आ गए, और लूट रहे थे खजाना हम माँ बाप की छाव में। लूट रहे थे खजाना हम माँ बाप की छाव में, हम कौड़ियों के खातिर घर छोड़ के आ गए। So, going on with the report, first of all, I would like to say that the meeting started exactly at 11:30. Kudos to all of us and also those members who came early, set up all the laptops and projectors and everything. But still, we are a slight delay. We are almost 15 to 20 minutes late. But no matter what, never mind. We'll improve ourselves. And day by day, through every meeting, we're improving ourselves. There's always room for improvement. Now, Sa, Toastmaster Shirin, introduced the objectives and the ground rules of the meeting very well, like every other meeting. All then came a Toastmaster Sangeeta, the presiding officer. She came, she told about the Toastmasters meeting and also about the gist of the meeting. And all the guests were also properly welcomed and they were asked to introduce themselves. After that, we came up with the theme of the meeting and introduced Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aman. A very good theme, and I also like the fact that he came up with the theme, and he came up with the theme just yesterday. He took up the role, and also he kept his entire segment very unscripted. So that was a very good thing. We all must learn from that. I am very much motivated to learn from that. And then we had the speakers prepared speeches part going on with Toastmaster Tanish. He gave a very good speech of around 12 to 15 minutes. Speaking for continuous 12 to 15 minutes is not an easy task. I have not done that yet. I'm hoping to do that soon. And also, I would like to mention that also Toastmaster Deepak mentioned that Toastmaster Aman interrupted Toastmaster Tanish. That was a part of his speech objective. Let me tell the guest first. That was a part of his speech objective. That was not purposely done. That was purposely done. I'm so sorry. So we do not interrupt any other speakers. It is the part of the objective that we must always be ready if someone interrupts in between. And I loved how today two speakers told about their Toastmaster journey. Also, Toastmaster Tanish did, and also how Toastmaster Shri told in a very good way that how she introduced her mom to Toastmasters, and in a humorous way, telling that it's not about toasting or bread toasting and or not, also about just speaking. So I like that fact. And to Toastmaster Bhavani, I don't know how many of you felt that, but I felt that your outfit complemented your topic a lot, and that was a very good thing. I should tell you that I don't have any Mallu friends, but surely I will wish you on April 15th happy Vishu Day. And so after the prepared speeches, we had the table topics session. The table topics session was good, but there was a slight problem when Toastmaster Tajinder lost his network. But still, we always had Toastmaster Aman come up here and then give his impromptu topics. That was very good. And also Toastmaster Sangeeta also she came up in a sudden way. And it was very unscripted of you also, Toastmaster Aman. And then Toastmaster Tajinder again came up and took up the segment. It was very good. The topics were very great and very relatable to the theme as well. He kept the topic centralized to the theme, which was poetry. And I would like to specially mention to guest Shambhavi. I got motivated from someone who is 2 to 3 years younger than me. That was a very great deal for me, and that was a very good poem recited by you. After the table topic session, we had the segment of the speech evaluations part where we had 3 evaluators. Now, starting with Toastmaster Deepak. So, first, let me tell you that all the three evaluators use the CRC approach. Let me tell you that CRC approach stands for commendations, recommendations, and again commendations, which is advised to all the evaluators to evaluate in the speeches. So, Toastmaster Deepak also used the CRC approach. He acknowledged the interruption by Toastmaster Aman. And one slight advice to you: the question that Toastmaster Aman asked was not about table topics, but he centralized it by asking that what if anyone forces you to speak, not only in table topics, but in any way. But it was a very good evaluation. Now, coming to Toastmaster Sangeeta, she started on a very positive note and she also narrated a story from Panchatantra. Am I right? Panchatantra. Panchatantra. I'm so sorry for that. Panchatantra. And you were very calm and composed with your evaluation. And I love the fact that you also enacted how Toastmaster Shireen enacted positions when she was here. When she was here, you also enacted that very well. And coming to Toastmaster Shraddha, you also asked to close everyone's eyes, just like Toastmaster Bhavani did, and you also mentioned the key takeaway from her speech, which was that it is what matters, what we do, right? And you use the stage very well. Your hand gestures were on point as well. Now, after the speech evaluations part, my tag and L team came up here, and I'll also evaluate them. So, timer, Toastmaster Deepak, you very well listed all the timings of the speakers and presented it without any issue. Beside the time, you also presented those red, yellow, and green boxes just beside the time, so everyone knows where they stood. And one key takeaway also that you also mentioned by how much time did every speaker exceed the time limit. I saw that you mentioned by 7 seconds, by 2 minutes over. That was a very good thing. I rarely see that. Now coming to the R counter, Toastmaster Lakwinder, you listed the filler sounds used by everyone, and you also mentioned that Toastmaster Tanish used and in his speeches very well. But I thought that your report was little small. You could exceed that next time. No worries. And coming to the listener and grammarian Toastmaster Kishan, your questions were good, and also fact that you also asked us one question to the online members specifically. That was also good. One recommendation to the grammarian was that you could bring the printed out papers of the word of the day and the idiom of the day and put it all over the room. We have seen that before, and that is a very good thing done by the grammarians, so that everyone knows each and every second that this is the word of the day. For example, if I'm a speaker, I'm standing, and if I'll see there the word of the day, I'll see there the word of the day, then it recalls in my mind that okay, I'll speak, and including my speeches of this day. That was very good from the speeches, and I would also like to mention Toastmaster Trisha, who shared the agenda 2 hours before the meeting. That is very good. She isn't even here, but she still sent us the agenda. One last thing, if Toastmaster Deepa, one last shairi for everyone else out there who came up and gave the speeches. So to appreciate everyone, डिब्बे में डिब्बा डिब्बे में केक डिब्बे में डिब्बा डिब्बे में केक आप सबको लाखों में. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Aman.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Laksh, for the valuable feedbacks. And I believe the polls are now live. I request all of you to take out your smartphone and vote for the best role players nominated. let me know once everyone is done. Okay, okay. So without any further moment, let me conclude my theme. And just like how all the artists, many of them have their stage names. So poets also have their own, pen names. At the end of the lot of shade, they use it. For example, Toastmaster Sangeeta mentioned about the story from Panchatantra, how the fruits or grapes are sold. If Ghalib had to say it, he would have said it something like, "हमको मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत, दिल को खुश रखने को गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है." So he himself is using his name in the end, and that is called Takhallus. And something on the similar notes, I would also like to end. And I hope you had a really interesting theme. You had a lot of learning at the same time, and your interest towards poetry and Urdu poetry in particular has increased. And I would say, आज के अल्फाज सिर्फ बातें नहीं थी यहाँ, दिल से जो निकला वही कहा गया अमन. Thank you and over to you.
Thank you for coming. I really wanted to process this first. Thank you. Okay, we have, by the way, our meeting ends at 1:45 p.m. So by that calculation, we are on time. But thank you, all of you. I just want to ask our guest a feedback. How did you like, especially the ones who didn't come here? Could you just come and speak and give us a feedback as well?
I liked it the most, and I think I will get the opportunity next time to speak with the topic, your topic, and another topic also. And I was expecting something better, and I found it here. So I'm very satisfied with the activity here. Thank you.
Could you don't have to panic because we all do panic here. It's just a norm. Yeah.
Already so good. I don't know what you're learning here. So good. I mean, no words for it. I'm starting my journey from here, and I think from now onwards I will be regularly coming here. But one thing I want to say, actually, I want to ask from people when you joined this Toastmaster, what was your level and what level you have achieved here? Because I think I am far behind.
I used to blank out. I used to stand there. I would forget my lines. I used to fumble.
I kind of cried there. Same moment because I used to kind of like spoon feed from the audience. I could not even, complete one sentence. Now I'm much better position.
I'm at the right place. Thank you.
And allow me to say something. She was just self-depreciating because she came here, gave such an amazing speech with practical examples. So this is the level that we also perform. Like definitely, we come here. It is with everyone. We come here and we forget our speech, and it is all the improvisation. The only thing that we learn here continuously is consistency is the key. And after that, you won't feel your heart and all. You just speak it out, and that happens. And we also have youth. Could you come? Yeah, you. Yeah.
Well, fantastic session, I would say. I think more than 2 hours. I was completely glued to the chair, listening everyone, all these speakers. A lot of takeaways for me. I don't want to give any feedback for now because I was just observing the end of the session. I have enjoyed all these speeches, especially the speech from you, ma'am, from my daughter, from you. And that's all. Thank you so much.
And once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster. Even though he was not a part of Toastmasters for many years, 1.5 years, he came and he just stood there. And this is actually what we learned, This is one of the fantastic things that I can say I've learned from everyone. And when Laksh said, like Shambhavi is very young, imagine I learned from you as well. I learned from every single person here, and I cannot be more thankful. Saturday is the only day that I love in the entire week.
So during Corona, when I used to attend the Toastmasters meetings, I used to be behind the curtain.
Oh my
I knows the.
Oh my God, can't imagine. And yes, I do love Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. And one of my friends, he just said, oh, that's a feministic topic. And then I explained, ask your mother about this. And I think so I would ask everyone to read that poem because it's an amazing one. It's not about a point of view of a female, it is about anyone who is struggling in their life. They might not know their potential because after standing here, I can understand each one of you has a potential that can make you reach the pinnacle of success. And I'm not kidding. I have seen everyone rising from here. And I am so thankful to our club because I have learned so much. I have been so humble. I want to thank you all, and please know this, that you guys, everyone, every Toastmasters here who come to Invictus, they are the greatest of all. Thank you. And now it's time for yeah, yeah, please. And we also have Monica as well for feedback. Yes, please, could you come?
Well, I would say the same thing. I have joined Toast. This is not my first time attending Toastmasters meeting, as my father said. I have also joined a junior Toastmasters International that was called SOC, Schools of Creativity. So yeah, I do know the rules and all, but yeah, I don't think there is any feedback from my side. But I think that the structure of meeting from what I have attended earlier was really different here. So I was really enjoyed, and I was so curious, like what's going to happen next, because the segment there were too different. So yeah.
We also have Monica with us. Could you give your feedback as well?
Yeah, sure. It was actually great. I'm doing this after an year, and back then I was not very regular. And I enjoyed it here a lot. Also, I loved the evaluation, especially. Evaluations were so good and so on point. I mean, it's just I was stuck to the chair for like 2 hours now, I think, which is like a shocker for me. And I mean, until now, I mean, I have just started to feel a bit hungry, but it's amazing. The structure and all, I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it is, we are done with it, right? Yeah. So now it's time for the best thing. Okay, who do you think is the best speaker? Shirin. Toastmaster Shirin. You have to put rockers of the day. Congratulations. Okay, now for the best table topic speaker, it's guest Shambhavi. I mean, we do not consider Hindi poetries and all here on this stage, but definitely it is a language that we all know and we could communicate through it. Thank you, Toastmaster Aman, for bringing such an amazing session. And thank you, everyone. But additionally, I would also want to say if someone is saying anything in Hindi or Urdu or any other language, please translate as well. Not because we do not understand Hindi, but it also helps. For example, if you want to go globally and you want to explain them, how would you explain? Yes, translation loses a few of the things, but then it's not impossible to do. So that would be just a suggestion. And now for best evaluator. Okay, there was a tie between I and Deepak, and again, I don't know who voted for me. Because I really think like Deepak is my mentor as well, because I always approach to him and ask him like be my strictest mentor and tell me where did I do wrong. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. This is actually yours, not mine. And now we have best Ox role player. Oh God, I just cannot wait to give this certificate, because really, how can you come with it? The word of the day was, of course, now everyone have understood. When I learned this word way back, like my mother was very strict. So at the age of 3, she gave me dictionary and she said, read 5 words every day. So this is how she acted. And I learned there is a company called Merck. So this is how I made it like this, Merck. But the way he said would always be encrypted in my head now, because there is no better way. And imagine what he did. Now we have to wish him every 20th of March. This is there is an idiom, right? Yeah, exactly. We can actually ask. So it's Toastmaster Kishan.
But my birthday is not on 20th. It was made of the story.
No, cannot run away from
It's 17th of March actually.
He is
it's the next Saturday. So
best advocates now. Yeah, of course. Now, he is an advocate, and now we know why. Okay, now for big 3 role player, it's I don't want to wait. And first of all, thank you for bringing such amazing session. Again, there was a little bit of time, but it was all sorted at the end again. It's Toastmaster Aman. Before adjourning the meeting, I never knew that so many of you loves poetry, because there are just 2 people who knows that I do have a book that I've published on poetry, and I've never shared this with anyone because I was a little bit why would people know me, and I was very scared, not scared, but I never wanted people to know, just for fun, because I had to retract the book, because first I got a lot of love letters. I got 2 best friends. They are my readers, and now they are my best friends as well. And I've got amazing people, and I know a lot of artists of such in such area. And there was also a time I used to go to madrasa to learn Arabic and Urdu, because I was so much into the language. Because again, Urdu is a very romantic languages, and definitely, I now thank you, Toastmaster Aman, for giving me such confidence that I could share with you all my book. But definitely, I would share personally, because still I'm a little bit shy. And thank you. And with this, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for being the host of the day, and Toastmaster Tanish for being the photographer of the day. So now we can just come here and to that side, so that we can take a picture as well with all of you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Half of them can stand here, half of them can stand here. I can squat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I can take a picture now. Smile, please. Smile. One more time, smile. Say cheese. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much.
With this, we can adjourn the meeting. Thank you,
Yep.
Toastmaster.
Thank you, everyone. Yes.